noise. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 50 of the Buko Boys.
Of the Buko Boys.
50 episodes, brother.
Wow. Halfway to 1 million.
Yeah, I know. We're almost there. So, we got some news about your balls.
I don't have any more. No, I got a vasectomy.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, you got yours done. How long did you get yours done?
Almost 13, 14
Wow.
years almost.
So we were comparing our scars.
My scars are almost invisible.
No, it was an interesting procedure how they do it. It was funny because we were comparing our procedures.
Yours were
how it was done.
A little different.
Yeah, but it was funny because just the other day my daughter was asking me. She goes, was it weird? I said, why? Because another man was fondling my junk or what? Because oddly it wasn't. No, I'm just kidding.
I was so comfortable with it.
No, but the scariest thing was when he told me he was gonna numb me. Right, he pulls out the needle. Oh my gosh, that was.
I don't remember the numbing.
No, it wasn't pleasant. I'll tell you that. But once the numbing took effect, I didn't know. I just was sitting there on my phone. So
the weirdest part of it for me was watching when they cauterized, and
you
that
saw
smoke.
It?
Yeah, I was watching. Like I looked down, and
were you
the
like
smoke
sitting?
No, I was laying on my back.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm laying on my back, and then as I'm laying there, I just kind of put my chin down and look down whenever they talk to me, and then when they were cauterizing, I see all the smoke coming out.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my ball smoke.
Yeah.
That's my balls burning right now. I could smell it. It was gross.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, yeah, sorry if this is grossing anybody out, but how the procedure is, they just kind of
TMI.
It's like just like a little slit. They just kind of fish out the vas deferens, and then snip it, and like I said, cauterize it, and you smell the burning, and then they say you're good to go. No stitches. No, like
See, and I had
the incision was so minuscule they didn't have to put stitches.
Yeah, back when I did it, they did the small dissolving stitches.
Oh, okay.
And I had to wear a jockstrap. You didn't have to wear a jockstrap.
No.
So the procedures seemed like a lot less invasive now.
Oh, I mean, by the time I checked in, pay my co-payment, they pulled me in, they numb me, they do the minor surgery. Less than an hour, I was in and out. Less than an hour total. And, I brought my wife just in case. But I could have drove. I would have been fine. That actually the first day I was pretty good until the end of the night. Started getting some pain. Numbing wore off. I took some ibuprofen. They gave me some hydrocodone. I didn't help.
See, when I did it, the doctor gave me 0 painkillers and 0 advice about taking like ibuprofen or anything. Like pretty much just kicked me out the door. Just cut my balls and kicked me out. Yeah. Have fun on your own, kid.
You're less of a man now, so see you later. No, but it was hard. It was a hard decision, right? Because it's like, this was just my first biological. But me and my wife have 2 kids together, but this last one was just my biological, and part of me was like, did I want to? But I think we're good. I still think we're good. I still think it was the right decision. But now, I probably wish I would have done this earlier. Like, had a baby.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty awesome.
But at the end of the day, everything works the same. There's just no more tadpoles.
Exactly.
Pipeline's been severed.
It was interesting. But anyway, I took the whole weekend off. I was like, hey, now's my chance to have some time off for myself. Took 3 days off. I actually put out there on my social media some good ideas for binge watching. Cause I was like, I'm gonna be probably just sitting around watching a lot of TV. Actually, didn't want to sit around as much as I thought I would. I actually was pretty active the next day. I mean, it hurt, but I was pretty active the next day.
Like for me, I couldn't do shit the next day when I did mine. Like the second day, the third day, I felt a lot better than the second day, but still the third day, I didn't want to really do much.
How do you feel like your tolerance for pain is?
I feel like my tolerance for pain is pretty high, but the pain that left was just like. It was too uncomfortable to walk around. It just felt like a constant.
It went up your stomach
pain.
too, almost.
Yeah, right? It just felt like somebody if they had a hold of your nuts, guys know the pain, like getting kicked in the nuts.
Right.
So it was a small amount of that pain, but constant. And so the only way to alleviate that was to just rest, put your legs up, put a bag of ice on it, and it helps. See, for you, they didn't even give you that advice to need to put ice on it or anything.
They did,
right?
yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did for the next 24 hours, use an ice pack.
But even like they were telling me I had to go get a jock strap so I could protect it from things landing on it or running into things. And
running into things, running into things from a junk.
Say you're going to go to bed and you don't really think about it, but when you walk up to your bed and like reach over things, you might, your body will go up against it.
Oh, okay. Which normally you don't really know this.
Yeah, I just walk around and bump my balls into everything just because it's what I do all day.
What does the doctor think you do? Jeez.
Just walk around with them swinging around and...
That'd be funny.
I don't know what's up with that doctor because he didn't even like help me with my pain or anything.
That's awesome.
And then they were just like, they gave me a cup for one. I think it was 30 days after or how many days, but they.
Oh yeah, I got that cup.
You had to relieve it 25 more times or something before the tadpole line's completely drained or something like that. Yeah, it told me that, so I had to make sure there's 25 times out of the pipe before I brought the sample in.
Huh.
Because you still have a chance of impregnating.
Right. They did tell me that.
Yeah, so they said like 30 days and 25.
They did tell me 6 to 8 weeks.
Squirts.
Interesting. I didn't get that part of the memo. That's funny.
But yeah, so I remember bringing the sample in there, and
that's awkward.
Huh? Yeah. Tell me about it. Super awkward. It's like,
so here's my sample cup. No, it's not piss.
And when I hand it to them, they're just like, I'm sure it happens to them all the time, but they're just like super grossed out. I guess they get grossed out by this all day long. I'm sure.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, I can imagine that they don't know like if you washed your hands or how clean your hands were. They could be...
True.
So they're all just like, oh God.
Another one of these guys.
All right, this again. Put on a glove and.
But now I'm part of the club.
Well, it's everything feels normal though.
Just a little painful, but.
Well, yeah, for now, but it'll be gone soon. So what other? Oh, local news. Sticking with.
Well, actually, speaking locally, I had a good time at the farmers market today. That was a good time.
Go on.
I got some cool stuff I was pretty excited about. One thing I really wanted to get was, if you listen to my podcast, the DVO Show, I have an episode called Ruin Oil. They have really good beard oil. Finally had to get me some. Obviously, I don't grow like a big beard.
Does he have pumpkin spice beard oil?
He does have a pumpkin one.
Are you serious?
It was called pumpkin leaf and something.
But does it smell like pumpkin though?
No, it doesn't smell like pumpkin spice.
Oh, okay.
It did smell good.
Yeah, but when you said pumpkin leaf, I knew automatically it wasn't going to smell anything like fall.
No, it does smell good though.
I'm sure.
But I got me a new beard oil. I was pretty excited about that. Tried some different foods that I haven't had. Maybe my wife are trying some. They had this firewood pizza oven that's mobile. Right. It's pretty good. Got some goat cheese. I liked it.
I love goat cheese.
My wife, Edna, she was like a little hesitant about it. She was like, I don't know. Because she was thinking maybe it might be similar to blue cheese. No. I was like, no, not even close. You're going to like it. And it was a herbed goat cheese. She loved it. It was good. I met this nice little German lady. She made some pastries. Got me some apple strudel. You had some of it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. And then I got me what I've been kind of craving was some, honeycomb. Got me some fresh honeycomb. Yeah.
How much was it? Because shit's expensive now.
It's expensive. I got it because I thought it was a pretty good deal. It was $10.
How big is it though?
It was a good square. It was a good square size. Okay. So I felt comfortable with the $10 on it, because I know usually that one's like 15 to 20.
You know what's crazy though? Size. They make so much money off those honeycombs because they just normally just throw that shit away. They just press all the honey out and throw that away. Now when they cut that much, that's what, 2 ounces of honey maybe, and you just pay $10 for 2 ounces of honey. I bet now you feel really ripped off.
No, I've been wanting to. I kind of wanted to let it kind of crystallize a little bit, and then just kind of like.
It's good though. It's worth doing once in a while.
This place was really cool too, because what they did was they took the, because like you just mentioned, they press out the comb and get all the honey out of it, and then they're kind of left with the comb, like the waxy stuff. What they do is actually they kind of shave it down, and then they roll it into a candle. The wax, so wax. Like they use it up, and this was something I didn't really. It makes sense. I don't know why I didn't really think about it, but he was like, try these honeys, because they have honeys from different parts of Utah, he's like, this is from Park City, and this is from Ogden, this is from this area. They taste different.
Right, because of what the bees are pollinate.
And then they were talking about bee pollen. I'm actually going to get me some. I'm going to go next week again and get me some bee pollen because I get crazy seasonal allergies. You do too. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people do. And so I've been kind of looking into this a little bit. They have this bee pollen. Basically, it falls off of the bees when they're, getting all their little honey and getting all their pollen. And it kind of, they get chunks stuck on them and fall off.
Right.
Little kernels.
Yeah, look like little yellow kernels.
They look like they're yellow and orange and purple. They're all different colors.
Right.
Actually really cool looking in the bag. There's like these little kernels and
is it mixed with bee poop?
Probably.
I bet you there's bee poop in
all
there.
natural bee poop. That's what
I bet
honey
you
is. Bee vomit.
Yeah, it's their vomit.
You're already eating their vomit. Why don't you eat their poop? Why not? but you just take a pinch, put it like in your tea or coffee, let it dissolve, and it's supposed to really help. So I'm gonna give you some next week.
Interesting. It's like fighting fire with fire.
Exactly, I like it.
So I wonder if it helps. I wonder if it helps if you have to buy it like local bee pollen, so you're immune to the local.
It is local. Well, this guy's everything's local. This guy had everything was local. So.
Well, I mean, you can't be eating bee pollen from Park City because you're not around the allergies of Park City,
so right? I gotta get regional depending where I'm traveling.
Yes. Collect bee pollen from every county you go to.
Some alfalfa ones. And no, but we got some salsas too. I love a good salsa. So
salsa.
I love farmers markets. This time of year, it's not hot. You can like be outside the whole time and not get hot because it's like. What's the temperature right now? Like 65 today or
not
60?
Even 65 today.
It was
today
great
was cold.
today. No, in the middle of the day, it was like 60. It was like 60s.
Maybe 65.
So anyway, that was nice. That was a fun little thing I had today.
Well, speaking of the good weather and the news and things local, girls can go topless now here.
Rip them off, ladies.
Free the nipples.
That's where the story stemmed from. Was from the hashtag Free the Nipple movement.
Yes.
So go ahead. You brought this up. It seemed very interesting.
So yeah, I just saw that it was in the news that I guess these girls that were part of that movement put it into the court or something where
they're suing Colorado or something.
Yeah, but there was 5 states all involved in this, and Utah was one of them. And I guess some time lapse without anybody doing anything about it, and so they were able to just move forward with it. So I don't think it's as of right now, but I heard I was reading some of the comments in the news article that down in Moab they had a pride festival last weekend.
Oh really?
And there was a lot of girls going topless already.
And it was okay?
I guess no one got arrested, but I heard it
didn't go in.
I heard it doesn't actually go in effect quite yet though.
Right? Yeah, I don't think it's in effect yet.
Yeah. So next summer, I guess.
Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for.
It was funny in the comments when when people were like, "So Moab, you say, huh?" They're all trying to. There are pictures where it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. But also the same point. Be careful what you wish for.
No, I mean it's not for everybody, but at the same time,
honestly,
it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird that it is kind of it's so taboo to show women's nipples, but guys' nipples are A-okay, and they look the same.
They do not look the
same. I mean, they're structurally similar, but obviously women's are bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, okay, think about this.
And it's even weird. Why the hell do guys even have nipples?
We don't need them.
Right. What's the point?
I think just so we match, right? I don't know. I don't know. We got to match, but. So guys are attracted to boobs, right? Let's just get that out there. Guys are attracted to boobs
because they're taboo. Because
they're
always
that's
covered
what
up.
My question is: is that why? Is that
exactly
why they cover up? It's like the secret, or is it? Or maybe that's why we cover them up because I don't know. I'm very
don't even know why they're covered up. On women, it's biologically almost similar to a guy going topless as a girl going topless. What's the difference?
I don't know.
It's skin and a nipple, right? So on a girl, it's skin and a nipple. On a guy, it's a skin and a nipple. In reality, if you were born into a world where it was okay for girls to be topless, it would be nothing for you. It'd just be like seeing a guy topless, nothing.
Right.
but you make it taboo and you keep them covered up. Now it's like, oh, I want to see what's underneath that.
Why don't we go full nude then?
Because things can get in your private parts. Things can get in there and then poop comes out. So you don't want to sit down. You don't want to sit where someone else's bare ass was. I know I don't.
Their bare ass?
Their bare ass. You know, with their junk laying down on it too. You know, I don't want to put my junk where your junk was just sitting. So that's, I think, sanitary reasons would be the biggest thing.
Well, I'm kind of like that too. Like I'm slightly a germaphobe. So I have a hard time even like using like leaning up on things with like my arms. Because I know like 100 people just leaned up on that today.
Right.
And I want like my arms where their arms were leaned up on, or my head back where their head was. I kind of forget about that.
Sanitary. So if it was okay for people to be bare ass everywhere, I guarantee you wouldn't be sitting down on anything. You'd bring your own cushions with you.
I would bring my own cushions.
And at that point, might as well just wear pants so you can just sit anywhere you want without bringing a pad. Because now you don't have pockets.
It all makes me wonder too, what percentage of women want to be topless though?
I don't think there's a lot. I doubt there's a lot.
I'm the same way too.
I'm pretty sure like when you go to like the lakes or something, you might see it there. Probably the only place you'll ever see it.
Especially because they want to get an even tan.
Right, and that's really the only time I can see that ever happening is people like when they're doing activities that are going to be in the sun. But at the same time, there's not going to be like a ton of topless girls everywhere. There might be like one or two in a sea of people.
Probably don't want to be playing volleyball. Probably not.
Yeah, that might hurt.
Jogging.
But
just saying.
Yeah, boobies are coming out, I guess.
It'll be interesting. I really don't think it'd be that you see it that often though.
I don't think so either. Like I said, there's gonna be a select few that are completely open and free like that. Don't care.
But maybe because it's not very often, it still might be very like, oh,
there's gonna be a bunch of pervs. There's gonna be pervs everywhere taking their phones out. I'm like, look.
That's true too, because you can legally just take pictures of people.
So pretty much
without their consent.
Women have to know that that's gonna happen. If they're gonna like.
Good point.
If they're gonna do that, they're gonna draw attention. Obviously.
Phone cameras pulled out.
Yes, I mean that's gonna happen. So, yeah, they're gonna be out in the open if you're willing to do it. But at the same time, you have to know what can happen, consequentially. I guess you know.
Good point. Be interesting. That'd be interesting if that goes through. I still don't see it coming through, but it'll be interesting.
I think it'll come through in a bunch of places. Well, I don't know. Just it is kind of funny that it was even made. I mean, looking back in the day, some of the things that women have to wear, where they have to be completely covered, even their faces and everything. So imagine when they're like, "Ooh, I want to see that neck. See what's under that bird. Let's see that
ankle.
Yeah,
that wrist."
Exactly, because it was taboo.
But yeah, it's funny. Like thinking back, I saw an old picture. This was recently. I saw a picture from I don't even know, like the 20s or something, where guys and girls are kind of covered at the beach. You know,
actually, it was weird. It was a weird thing for guys to start going topless back then too. Mm-hmm. Back then, it wasn't okay for guys, or you couldn't like go to a public swimming pool without a shirt, like some type of one-piece tank top type sling thing.
They're like baggy.
Yeah.
Right? Weird.
It was weird.
Like, I don't know people... Like, I know because some people are, like, uncomfortable with their bodies, so they wear the T-shirts when they go swimming. I don't know how you can do that. That shit's heavy. Like, I can't wear a T-shirt. Mm-mm. They're just... Even if I'm feeling like I'm having a fat day, I'm going to be fat. I'm not going to put a T-shirt on. It's heavy.
I don't care how fat I get. I would take my shirt off at the pool.
Yeah, I can't do that. So, imagine those things back in the day. Like, they were, like... long too, like past your knees, and they cover it up. Ugh.
You ain't swimming very fast, that's for sure.
Nah, that doesn't sound fun at all. More local stuff happened this weekend as well.
Oh yeah, Kanye
West did a free performance in Salt Lake.
Yeah, he's taking his church on the road.
Is he like traveling? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's traveling around, hitting up cities, and he's just creating a mass following right now.
I think it's smart. I'm not the biggest Kanye West fan, but I was watching the news report and they were interviewing people. I guess it was pure like a Sunday service. Like
Yeah, it was like a church service.
Singing gospel, Christian songs. And it's funny that he was here this weekend, which he probably did it purposefully, because this weekend in Salt Lake was General Conference for
the LDS.
For the LDS faith, you know, and which is a big thing for them. And I think he, from a business perspective, very smart. Very smart on his part.
I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do with this whole thing, though. I don't know if he's just trying to, like, if he's trying to start a church, or if he's...
It's a free thing. I think, this is just my opinion, I think when you just maybe he just has, like, this calling where he's like, you know what, I just want to spread the word through my music, and I've got a platform to stand on, and I'm just going to do a free thing just to spread the word. Which I think is kind of cool if you kind of feel compelled to do that, and you have, like, it didn't seem like he doesn't have any, like... I don't know if he was like selling T-shirts or CDs.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like that, what's the gimmick behind it? Because is he putting up his own money to do this? Like, what is? What's the catch, yeah. Kanye?
Maybe there isn't one.
What's the catch?
Which is what makes you think this is cool. If there isn't a catch, this is what makes me think that's pretty cool.
He's having to take all this whole crew of people with him, feed all of them.
Yeah, he had a whole like a choir.
So, if he's doing these for free, like. What's the catch, Kanye? We know there's something. There's something. Who's funding all of it?
Well, he probably is. I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, so I'm sure he can.
But I can't see him doing this forever. I mean, he's gonna go broke.
No, but I don't know how many. Actually, I don't know how many. Is it like a multi-city tour? Do you know? I don't know.
It sounds like it. It sounds like he's going city to city.
But yeah, I mean, if he's just doing it just because he just feels something telling him to do it, and he's doing it with no catch, I think it's pretty awesome. Still not gonna buy his album, but
yeah, I wouldn't go to
but
it.
I'm still like, hey, golf clap for you.
Kudos, yeah, Kanye.
Very good. But yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. I find it interesting.
But what else?
But you didn't want to go?
Hell no. What was the point? I mean, did you see how crowded that was? There was like thousands of people. They couldn't even see his ass.
It was at Gateway Mall in Salt Lake City.
Outdoor mall.
Outdoor mall, and it was packed.
Like 10,000 people. It looked like a madhouse. I was not trying to be a part of that. I was trying to stay way clear of that.
Yeah, we had some family in town from San Diego, and shout out to Donna and Michelle, and they were like, "Hey, you guys gonna go?" I was like, "No, but it's kind of cool while you're in town. He's here, and you can go check it out."
Right. Yeah, cool. I was so busy that day.
Yeah, I was busy.
Yeah, so by the time I was done with everything and just the long week, I was just like, I'm done.
Time for bed.
Yep.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, if he's doing it for a non-profit and actually just doing it for fun, then right on. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of money being put out for this thing. Sounds like we'll find out later, I'm sure.
It'll be interesting.
So other news, good news coming
for
up.
Dale.
For me.
Dale's excited about this.
Spider-Man's back in the MCU, just like
Was he really gone? That's the real question. Was he really gone?
No, because no movies were made yet.
No.
Just a lot of dealings. But like I called it, I knew he was going to be back. And he was. He's back. But there's like new deals put into it now to where he can show up in Venom.
Now that would be cool.
So yeah, something to do with this whole deal, and when they finally put it all together, that he can do the Sony movies and do the Marvel movies. So I'm interested to see how they throw him into the Venom universe, because then does that mean now Venom's gonna cross over too?
Or Deadpool?
Well, yeah. Or they start Venomizing a bunch of the characters, because that's some cool shit.
No, no.
Oh, but I did hear some other news about doing some type of a Hulk and Wolverine movie, I think.
Okay, all right.
There was some kind of rumors going on about this, like introducing Hulk or introducing Wolverine into the Hulk somehow. I don't know. I don't remember. Damn it! I need to reread some of this shit I was reading.
You listen to too many rumors. But...
Well, it's been a couple weeks. It's been a while since the last episode, and it was pretty soon after the last episode that I was reading it.
Are
you excited about Spider-Man being back?
I do like. I mean, I like the Spider-Man movies, so
I
like the Spider-Man movies.
I heard that they also are with the Doctor Strange multiverse thing.
Yes, the new movie. Yes,
that they are talking about introducing like the other Spider-Mans into those old Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. They might make appearances in this multiverse, like.
That'd be kind of like a little fun little.
So it's almost like, yeah, all these Spider-Man reboots, they're not reboots, they're just different universes.
It would be kind of interesting, kind of a fun.
Yeah, just for jokes or whatever, just kind of a glimpse of it real quick.
That would be pretty interesting.
But you just saw a new movie.
Yeah, I bribed my daughter to clean the house, and I said she really wanted to see the Joker movie. And so she did, and then she also had some other projects that she did, and so she did a great job. So I let her pick where she wanted to go eat. We want to have a little daddy-daughter day. It's been a while, so she picked Olive Garden. I was like, oh, she would pick Olive Garden. So went to Olive Garden, went to see Joker, and it was very interesting. So the whole time I'm watching it, the problem is, I'm a big fan of Batman, and so the whole time I'm trying to like piece. How's this gonna fit? In the trailer, if you guys remember, there's a scene of Joker where he has his fingers in a little boy's mouth, kind of making him smile. And I can't remember if it was the directors or the writers. They have already said that's Bruce Wayne, because in the trailer they also mentioned Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman's dad. So they already agreed it was Bruce Wayne. So I'm trying to think. Okay, Joaquin Phoenix. He's probably, I don't know, 40s in this.
Right.
And I'm like, maybe it'll be like another 20 years before Bruce Wayne becomes Batman, and so he'll be 60 something. I'm like, so I'm trying to like piece this together, and then obviously when you watch like any type of Batman thing, the Joker's really sly, right? Because he's always not outwitting, but he's able to kind of get away from Batman a lot or whatnot. And anyway, like in the trailer, you can see your Joker like taking notes. He has like a little journal. He's taking notes while he's watching other stand-up comedians. And you kind of see some of the pages, and his grammar's terrible. I'm like, he's supposed to be like really smart. So it was really hard because I have all this knowledge of Batman and Joker. And I'm trying to like see, how is this going to go? And DC's kind of like hit and miss with their movies too. And I'm like, how am I going to dig this movie? So I was really like on the fence about it. And watching it, it was a good story. It was a really good story actually. Not really the thought process I would have taken the Joker, but I did like it. I did like where they went with it.
So it's all about, from what I've been hearing about, is like his mental illness and his like people not being aware of it and bullying him and teasing him, and his mental illness on top of those feelings of being bullied and everything push him to this lifestyle of becoming the Joker.
It kind of happened accidentally.
So is he leading like a crime ring already in this?
No. This is almost like, I guess you could possibly say this is an origin story.
Yeah. That's what
I
thought.
And then it gets to the end, and you're like, wait, what? I'm not gonna say anything. It's a pretty interesting twist at the end.
Okay.
It's almost like, what's that movie? Descendants? Is that the movie where it's like a weird twist at the end? Where he spins the top? What movie is that one? With Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay. Departed.
The Departed. Is that it? Where they spin the top at the end of the movie, and that's like his. I can't remember what he called it. His icon, his toy, or something like that. And
no! You're Inception.
Inception. Yes, that's it. Inception. So there's like a weird twist at the end of Inception. Kind of has something similar to that in this Joker movie. And I'm not gonna spoil anything because it just came out like 3 days ago. So I don't want to. By the time we're recording this, so I don't want to spoil anything. But it had an interesting little twist at the end, and it just kind of makes you go, huh. So.
But from what I heard, like I'm guessing from what you're saying, is, and from what I've heard from other people, is that it's a standalone movie. The way it ends and everything makes it say that it's not connected to anything else. It's a standalone movie. Yeah,
and you brought that up, which I thought was very interesting because right now there's trailers for a new movie called Birds of Prey.
Right.
And this is with Harley Quinn. So Margot Robbie from the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
She's sticking with the same role of Harley Quinn. Don't know what's up with that Joker because there's still this Joker, right? There's still this Joker.
But I don't think
Jared Leto played.
Jared Leto's Joker is coming back.
But they never really said that this ties into the whole Flash, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. They never really said that tied in.
No.
So so it's like, here's the thing, right? Marvel has the MCU.
Oh wait, no, I think Batman did tie into Suicide Squad, remember? He showed up with Will Smith's character.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yes, he's busted him. That's why he was in prison.
See, but this is what I like about the MCU. There's like, Marvel said these are the movies we're making, and they're all in order. Now, obviously, Fox had a couple that they kind of did their own thing with, but it was a different program where DC's like making all these movies, but they don't, or not all
they're
like
not
syncing.
tying them. Yeah.
So there's this Jared Leto Joker, but then there's also now this Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and that's also playing in my head while I'm watching this.
And there's
not
a Superman right now, and they just got Robert Pattinson to be the new Batman, the whole new Batman storyline coming out. So, and it's almost like, are they gonna make this the new Batman that shows up with Aquaman and Wonder Woman? And they're developing the Flash movie with the same kid, right? That played Flash.
I heard that got scrapped. It's like
is it scrapped?
They keep going back and forth.
Yeah, DC don't know what the hell they're doing. They're like all over the place.
It is a little confusing for sure.
Yeah, and I like how Marvel got all their characters except for Spider-Man, but they kind of have them.
Mm-hmm.
But now they just, they have the Fantastic Four now, so they're trying to figure out how they're going to cast all these people and tie up all these new storylines together because they can't really match it up to the comic books anymore because all these events already happened without those characters. So.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So, anyway, the Joker movie, I did like it. I mean, I heard some people say it's going to run away with the Oscars. I was like, well, I don't know about that. But it was good. My daughter really liked it. She really liked the movie. But she doesn't follow all the other movies, too. So she's just like, it was scary. She thought it was pretty scary. He has this really creepy laugh. And it's actually a medical condition, his laugh. So it's not, where he just like laughs randomly. Like he's got, like when he's nervous or angry or happy, he starts laughing and doesn't know how to really control it. And he's on these medications because he goes to a therapist, and it is interesting to see the development too of the character throughout the movie. It was good. It's good. I liked it.
I did want to see it this weekend, and I didn't have any time.
Yeah, so. I do recommend if you're like into, they don't really talk about other superheroes or anything like that or vigilantes. It's just purely, it's a world where
because at this time with Bruce Wayne being young, there really isn't any superheroes in Gotham or anything.
Yeah, it's almost like people are rioting in the streets because they're mad at the rich, the wealthy. Because they feel like they're wealthy and rich, but they're not helping others, and so people are like kind of rioting, and the Joker did something, not really intentionally, that kind of started a whole movement. So they wonder if there's like different reports, like is there because he's okay. You see in the trailer, right? He wears clown makeup and stuff like that. He did something while he was wearing his clown makeup, and so people are like, is he a vigilante? Or is this like a start of like a killer clown thing? And so it was pretty interesting. It was good. I liked it.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, everybody check it out. So yeah, it was pretty funny. Speaking of Jokers, do you know the comedian Margaret Cho?
Yes.
So she was recently on Joe Coy's podcast.
Okay.
They had an interesting topic.
What was it?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
As an adult, brother.
Okay.
When was the last time you shit your pants?
Oh my God. So, you want me to tell a story?
Sure.
Last summer.
Okay, wow.
So not too long ago. So we're camping in the desert, right?
Okay.
We're drinking and we had this pasta.
Okay.
Well, we're sleeping in the tent and I'm like having this really bad heartburn where it's keeping me awake.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta pee real bad. And I can't sleep. I gotta pee real bad. So I get out of the tent and it's pitch black because we're in the desert. No kind of lights besides the moonlight, and it is just pitch black. So I kind of walk away so no one can hear me pissing. I start pissing, and as I'm going, this like puke vomit just like shoots out of my mouth, right? Like I had no way to stop it or anything. It just projectile. Wah. The moment it did that, I'm already peeing, so I'm relaxed as can be. The force of everything just shot out of every hole I have. Just, like if I wasn't wearing a belt, if I just had like just loose boxers on or just like basketball shorts, it would have took them down.
Oh man,
it was forceful. There's a lot of force behind that.
Oh man.
And I'm standing in the desert. I just puked everything out. Got my junk in my hand and I just shit my pants. It was horrible.
Oh man.
In the middle of it was like 2 or 3 in the morning in the desert. So now all I have is my phone to try to find some way to clean myself.
Oh my gosh. You're in the mountains?
The desert.
The desert. Oh.
It was
terrible feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now I'm like I can't believe this is my life right now.
I'm supposed to be an adult.
Yeah, it was bad news.
That's hilarious.
Okay, well, when's the last time you shit your pants?
Oh, it was probably over 15 years ago. Similar situation. I'm wasted, and I'm puking in the toilet.
Okay.
You remember this? This was back when I was like, this is so long ago. I was like living with my parents. That's how long ago this was. And I'm puking in the toilet, and then it comes out the other end too, and I'm wasted, like gone. Because I actually took some. Speaking of that, I took some allergy pills. Earlier in the day, I took some allergy pills, and I started drinking, and I don't think that concoction mixed good at all.
And I would have thought you would have learned from me, because I had done that like a week or two
earlier. A whole
earlier.
other level of waste. It was not a good time, and so I did like...
It's like blackout wasted.
Yeah, I had like...
And when you don't drink to that extent, but the allergy pills for some reason will mess you up.
It was like 3 a.m. I had to like go take a shower. Ugh, yeah. So it's like over 15 years ago for me. It's been a long time, but...
You know what, though? This was also probably about 15, 16 years ago. The last time I shit my pants again. I remember this because it was hilarious. I was always doing this stuff to Marquise where I would, like, because he was at that height where, right at butt height, where I fart, I would just aim right, turn right at his face. And anyway, this one day we're at Walmart. And I had one. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get it. And he came around the corner, and I went and do it. It was a shark. It wasn't friendly, and so I had to walk to the bathroom clear across the store. We got to waddle so nothing slides.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Oh, it's too funny.
So Margaret Cho is on the Joe Coy podcast called The Koi Pond. If you guys want to check it out, it's a really funny podcast. So it's called The Koi Pond. And she's talking that she still shits her pants.
What the hell?
She's like, because I'm cocky.
Huh?
She's cocky, she says.
So she just like tries to hold it as long as she can?
Yes. So she's like, she'll be like LA traffic or whatever. And she's like, I drink a lot of coffee and I get cocky. Like, I'm going to make it. I'll be fine. And she can't make it to like a gas station or something. And she ends up shitting her pants in her car.
Oh,
and that
my
happens
God.
Kind of frequently.
What?
Or that's the impression I
To
got.
her frequently?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant like to people in general frequently. I was going to say, I doubt it.
No, to her. Because she's like, I get cocky. I think I'm going to make it. And she doesn't.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, he didn't give the details about cleaning up or what she does, but I'm like...
She probably has to get her car detailed every damn week. No.
Yeah, it was kind of hilarious. So... I just thought I'd ask you about the question. So, you guys are just getting all the personal information about me and Dale, about our vasectomies and shitting our pants.
This is a TMI episode for sure.
You guys are going to know us well. Welcome to the Buko Boys podcast.
Where everyone's okay to shit their pants and pull their titties out.
We don't care.
Just kidding.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So... Anything else about that episode?
No. I think we'll leave it at that. I'll let the listeners stop at that. Sorry, it was TMI.
So let's do let's talk about some paranormal stuff.
Yes. You know what, too? Now that you just said that, we're in that season, too.
Oh, yeah. It's spooky season.
It's October right now. Like, I'm totally in that.
We're full-blown pumpkin spice
Oh my gosh, I'm having so much pumpkin spice stuff. I'm not tired of it yet. I love it.
I was so upset that I wasted a pumpkin pie from McDonald's.
They're pretty good.
They are pretty good.
They're pretty. In fact, at the farmer's market today, this lady, she gave me some samples. I'm gonna go back and get some of this next week too. She has some samples of a cheesecake that she makes with pumpkin. So she tells me it's a pumpkin cheesecake. She's like, "Do you want a sample?" I'm like, "Duh." So I get my sample. As I'm eating, she goes, "And you'll catch a little butterscotch hint at the end." Sure I did, and it was delicious.
I gotta try this.
It was good.
I'll go next week.
Yes.
So, talk about a couple ghost stories.
Okay.
Well, I'll talk about this. We went to the Benson Grist Mill again. Our team had a ghost hunting 101 course, and then afterwards we did ghost hunting. And so I'm in charge of this group. And again, this is, for some reason, I don't know why this keeps happening. I get put in charge of a group where nobody's has any kind of equipment, and it's like the first time, and I'm putting on a show for these people. So I'm like, damn it.
What the point is, though?
Well, no. A lot of times people that are experienced will go to these events so they can, just
have access
to go hunting. Where the other group, everyone in that group had their own equipment. They've gone ghost hunting a bunch of times. I don't know how this keeps happening, where people just get shifted into groups, and I get the group that has no experience whatsoever.
Stop complaining.
I'm just saying it's just crazy.
Stop.
That it's just too funny.
It's a 101, so of course people are going to go that don't have stuff.
I'm just saying it's funny that the other whole group that was over there, that I had nothing to do with, all had equipment, they all had everything else, and they were there to do their own thing. I'm just saying it was funny that this keeps happening. So anyways, everyone's, I'm having to put on a show for these people, and I'm showing them how to use equipment, and I'm the one doing everything. So we get in this one section with this barn where there is a type 3 in there, right? And I'm telling them stories of things that have happened to other people and other things that happened to us.
Okay.
And so as we're in there and it gets real quiet and I'm asking questions out loud to get answers and everything. And it gets real quiet. Everybody's just in anticipation. And then I screamed at them all and they all jumped.
Jump scare.
Putting on a show for you guys. There's your damn show.
That's funny.
Then they started getting mad because some of the ladies were like, some of us pee our pants.
You would understand.
We've had 6 kids. I got him real good.
That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But we did have some good contact in there, like like the normal in the schoolhouse over there. The same kids would react, and then the teacher that's in there would react. The same girl that I would always talk to in the mill, and then the other building next to the mill. But nothing crazy happened. Just the normal contact with the K2 and the Ghost Meter Pro.
Nice.
And then I pulled out this. I forgot about using this S box until the very end, but yeah, just doing that. Just did that, and then cool. I did get invited to a residential, but I wasn't able to go. Did you do any ghost paranormal stuff happening?
No, but we do need to get with our friend. She said her house. Oh my gosh, does she have that picture? Oh, that might be good.
Oh, the one on her window?
Yes. It's very interesting. So a friend of ours, unfortunate situations happened, and her father-in-law passed away, I'll just say. It's a crazy situation, so I don't want to give detail unless she says it's okay, but it's crazy. And on their back door, I guess, the back door, on a window, there's a facial expression, like pressed up. Like someone put their face up to it, and they saw it, and they kind of got freaked out. They saw this, and got chills. But her kids were really freaked out by it. She said, she showed them a picture of their grandpa, and said, "See, it does kind of look like him." They said, "Yeah, I guess it does." Then they were a little bit at ease about it, but still, it's really creepy. So I'm like, do you want me and Dale to come check it out? She goes, "Yeah." So we got it. I keep forgetting. We do need to maybe schedule something up and we go over there.
Busy as shit these last few weeks.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that's why it's been over 2 weeks since our last episode.
I know. Sorry.
So let's talk about this Sasquatch video that we just watched, and then we'll talk about this last ghost story.
Okay.
I have.
Make sure you include the link for that too.
Okay.
Make a note of that. We'll put this part to start next to this. Make a note. Let's put a link to this. I want to get people's opinions on it. You just shared this. Where did you find this at? This
On the Utah UFO Hunters. They
Utah
posted
UFO Hunters?
Yeah.
On their social media or something?
Yes, on their social media they posted this video today actually.
Oh,
And
okay.
So it's
this wasn't in Utah though. It wasn't.
No, this was in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And there's a Sasquatch. This guy's like looks like, I don't know if he's hunting or he's out in the woods. He's deep in the woods. He's by a river.
Yeah, look, he had some camo pants on.
Yeah.
You see him running. And
that's why I was wondering if he was like hunting or scouting or something. So, yeah, he's kind of by this river and he starts recording, and there looks like an ape sitting next to the river, and it's in front of it. There's a tree in front of him, and he looks like he's peeling off bark and throwing it.
Here's the thing: when I first saw it, I thought I saw like a head kind of peek out of a tree, kind of peek over. But I think what I thought was just like someone kind of peeking out. I think it must have been like the elbow.
Yeah.
That I saw. I was like, oh, that looks like there's a little peeker, like he's kind of peeking out. And then he kind of gets focused. I'm like, oh, this thing's huge. I'm like, no, that must have been like an elbow.
Yeah.
Because this thing is huge.
Broad shoulders, and then like the conical shaped head.
Yeah, and like you said, you can hear like him ripping bark or something off a tree, and you see him throw it in the water and it kind of splashes.
Yeah, and it looks like big chunks of tree that he's like ripping it off, tossing it, and then doing it again. You can hear the tree breaking apart, and you can hear the splash when he throws it in the water. How loud that sounds! Like this guy was pretty close to it, and then this thing looks already massive, and then it stands up, and the dude freaks out and starts running. I wish he didn't run, because then it like you want to like see more about it, and not only that, now that you ran, you just kind of gave yourself up.
Yeah, because super loud running through this bush, and I'm sure it heard you, whatever it is. If it was like something real, like you said, it was kind of like sitting, and it looked like a gorilla. Like it looked like a gorilla. Then you say it's in Mississippi, you're like, there's no gorillas in Mississippi.
It was, if you would have put like palm trees and jungle around this thing, you would have easily just said that was just a gorilla. Like the way it looked and everything about it looked like a gorilla until it stood up. And then it was like, holy shit, this thing's tall. This thing's like crazy tall.
Because when you think of gorillas, when they stand,
they're still short.
Yeah, they're still short. Their legs, they have very short legs in proportion to their body. Not only are their legs short, but they don't really stand erect. Like they'll be kind of like they'll posture erect.
Yeah, they're leaning forward.
When they stand up, they're not very, because they're top heavy. They're not straight. Yeah, exactly what you said. But this thing stood up straight, and it's hard to tell because we weren't there. So this guy caused this guy to freak out, and he took off, and you can't be mad at him for it. But yeah, obviously, I wish I could see a little bit more, like maybe turn around or something.
Though, right? That was pretty cool evidence.
It was really good. I still can't say, yep, that's a squatch.
You can't say anything because we weren't there.
But I can say it's a good one. It's good evidence.
Whatever
it's a good video.
The video's quality's good. What he captured was really cool. If he was hunting, at the same time, I wouldn't want anyone to kill one of these, but damn it, we're not going to find out until somebody does.
Yeah, you have the link. I would like you to post it right now, as soon as possible, so when this airs, like people can go right to it and look it up on our social media and see it.
Okay, I will.
So maybe the day we get this published, we'll post on it, and then you guys can check it out, because that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was a good video.
It was good.
So, crazy ghost story. So my buddy works over at, I won't give out any names because I haven't talked to him about telling the story yet. So anyways, he works at the U of U hospital in maintenance, and they are in that section of the hospital that is shut down that nobody uses. And
why is no one using it, actually?
I don't even know, but there's a whole section. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole section that's abandoned.
Oh, interesting.
They still have to keep up on it because there's still pipes and everything that run through there. Sure. So it still has to stay maintained. And they work in that section. Okay. And a lot of them have a lot of ghost stories. Okay. And one of his bosses is even, he's a Native American, and he brings sage to work all the time. Okay. And so a lot of them all have their own stories and stuff. So he was working on something and heard his radio go off and call his name. And he's all, yeah, go ahead. And they're like, no one called you. He's like, okay, that's weird. Then he kind of goes out in the hall and he's like, you guys messing with me? And they're like, no, nobody. So then the one boss that brings the sage in, he came over to him because he's like, hey, as soon as that happened, I knew something was up.
Oh.
So he came and tried to, you know, sage around and everything.
I wonder what that means. That's interesting.
Well, because things like that happen there all the time.
Oh, at the hospital?
Yes.
Oh. Does he have more stories then?
Not my buddy, but a lot of the other people do.
Okay.
So he is trying to talk about getting us in there sometime.
Okay, all right.
But he has to give some time in there first. So anyways, so I guess he calls it out while he's working. He's like, I ain't afraid of you, you know, blah blah blah.
Is he by himself? Do you know?
When he's working on these things, yeah.
Okay, so he's by himself.
Yeah.
So he's just shouting at whatever is out there. Hey, I'm not afraid.
He's like, I ain't afraid. Do something to me. Like
he
started calling it out. He said, do something to me.
Now, do you know if did he feel something? I don't know if you know this.
Well, I'm gonna get to that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, did he feel like there's a presence around him? Or?
Yeah, he said there's times where he says he feels some things.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay.
And then he says that he hears talking, you know, that he hears voices coming from certain areas all the time.
No
where
way.
Where there's nobody there yet. A lot of people, a lot of the employees there talk about it. So,
feel my legs.
So after he calls it out and everything, a little bit later, all of a sudden he feels his back just hurting and burning.
Okay.
And then he lifts it up his shirt and the other guys are like, yeah, you got a huge scratch going on. So he got scratched there, and he's, you know, he had called me, on his back. So he had called me about getting an energy cleansing.
So I'm sorry, do you know like where on his back?
About mid back.
Okay.
Lower to mid back.
Okay. Just curious. Okay. Just
and then
put this picture in my head. Okay.
So, I guess that happened to him at work. So, he had talked to me about doing an energy cleansing, and we haven't been able to find the right time because of what time he has to go to work and how busy we've been.
Okay, so how long ago was this then?
This week.
Okay.
This happened the beginning of this week.
Gotcha.
Well, Friday, we decided let's do a guys' night, and him and another friend came over, and we had a couple drinks. Then he talked about doing the energy cleansing. Like, oh yeah, man, we need to do that another time. We already had a couple drinks now, so you know, let's figure out another time to do that. Well, while we're standing there, he started talking about his back again. He started getting real uncomfortable, and he lifts up his shirt, and there's another scratch
in your house.
In my house, yeah.
Where in his back?
Lower to mid back.
Okay, interesting.
So, I'm like, what the shit, dude? You didn't do that? He's like, no, I didn't do that. He's like, I'm getting scared. So,
wow.
I'm like, hey, let's go upstairs. Let's do the energy cleansing right now. So we get up here, and then he's like, no, let's not do it.
Like, he's here in the Buko Boys studio, right?
Right. So I'm like, no, we're doing it right now. Like, you need to get cleansed. Okay. And so he wanted this at first, but now that I'm trying to do it, he's not wanting to. And then once he finally lays down and starts to get comfortable, and we're about to start, he's like, dude, I don't know, something's not wanting me to do this. Well, I just started anyway, and I started going. Then he started relaxing. And then we get about, halfway through it, and I have him turn over onto his stomach, and so we can do it again on his back. And, I could tell a huge difference about halfway through. And
sure.
When we were done with it, like, he couldn't help, like, tears were just coming out. He's like, dude, I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. This shit just won't stop. I'm like, man, it's part of the cleansing.
You're purging, buddy. Purging.
But he felt a lot better. He felt a lot lighter. I just talked to him today. He said things feel a lot better. But I had taken pictures of him to see if he had a spirit attachment, and I sent it to Brandy, and she's like, no, I don't see anything on him. But she's like, whose house are you at? Is that your house or his house? I'm like, we're at my house. She's like, yeah, there's an old couple standing by that red wall. I was like, holy shit, where'd they come from? Well, she said she astral projected and said that the old man wasn't a fan of him, so maybe the old man might have done something, that could have done something, but I don't know. I was kind of when I talked to him today, I was wondering maybe he was attracting negativity or something. Something about him was open, and negativity was just coming in. I don't know, but that cleansing helped. He says he feels a lot better.
Good.
But that was crazy. Yeah, he was all scared. He's like, dude, what the hell? Like, he's like,
so
I'm kind of scared.
The old couple still here, or do you think they just kind of passed through?
I think they just came through.
They were just passing through, and was like,
yeah.
I don't like
ghosts just kind of come in and out all the time of everywhere, but yeah, it's just.
Now you said Brandy astral projected. Explain what that means.
So she can like meditate and send herself to other places, and as long as she knows where she's going and stuff, she can meditate and send herself to these places and kind of look around and see what's going on there.
She's been to your house before.
Yeah, she's been here before, so she has a good layout of how things are. But even if she's like, if I was in a place that she's never been to, and I told her where I was, so she can astral project herself to find me. If I tell her like a location, like everyone has these elements that you are, the way your metaphysical auras are, I guess, all the way they're stacked. So if she knows you and knows what yours look like, she can find you. Okay. But if she doesn't, she said it just looks like a needle in a haystack.
Wow.
But
interesting.
But yeah, so she was able to do that and said there was, nothing else going on here, but I think it was just negativity within him that he's just been absorbing. I think he just got opened up to something in that work, probably been, I don't know, hard to explain, but crazy shit. Yeah, but yeah, he was all like scared when it happened. He's all, dude, like I'm scared of shit. Like, right, what the hell? How the hell is that even happening?
I'm curious, when he says that he wants to be cleansed, but then something telling him not to. I'm curious if is it like a fear he has of what will happen if he cleanses, or is it a fear of like, okay, that means he's acknowledging things are happening to him, or is something kind of internally, like not him, but that something attached to him that's saying, no, don't be cleansed. I want to stick around with you. It's like you go three different ways here.
Because just because I took pictures of it and showed them to Brandy, there could be something there that she can't see.
Sure.
Something that's not maybe it couldn't be standing next to him. It could have been standing somewhere else, or it could have been like hiding inside of him.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I wonder, which way this is. This is him personally just being scared, doesn't want to acknowledge it. Him saying, "Yeah, cleanse me," is also him saying that means something's happening to me, right?
Yeah.
Or is he, or something inside of him, kind of manipulating him and saying, "No, don't do this, because I want to stay here." Interesting, right?
Right.
Yeah, man. Keep us posted. Yeah, tell him keep us posted and let us know if he needs more help from us.
Yeah, for sure. I told him anytime. But crazy story is when I brought down the sage spray that I've made and I was trying to give it to him, and he was like looking at it. He's like, dude, I'm just getting pissed off staring at this thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, shit, yeah, you need the cleansing.
maybe it's with the latter of what I mentioned, the end of the options I'm thinking.
Yeah, but that's what started making me think he was having an attachment going on. That's why I took the pictures and sent it to her. But
yeah, I'm kind of thinking that way too. So keep us posted, man. Let's know if you need more help.
Yeah, most definitely.
And if you're listening to this, that means you give us the approval. Maybe we'll give him a sticker or magnet then. So if you're hearing the story,
we should
I'll
give him a magnet to put on the fridge for sure.
So we'll give him something there too.
So, but I don't know. I don't have any other ghost hunts coming on. I haven't even looked into that yet.
Well, this season, I'm sure things will come up. We'll find something. Because of the season 2, a lot of people start being more open-minded to things and saying, hey, you know what? Maybe there is something going on in my house. Maybe I gotta have the Buko Boys come check it out. So that happens a lot too around this time. So we might be having things just pop up for us to go check out.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And hey, like I said, if you guys have something, a great story, you got something going on with your work, your house, and you want us to come check it out, or bring in maybe a team of people that we
our team
work with. I don't know how you put that, but yeah, let us know, and we'll be more happy to come check it out.
We'll ghost bust that shit.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I think that's a good episode.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We love y'all. Peace.
Bye.